Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another TheFrizzGod video. Round 3 of the St. Charles Open, the 5th edition. Hole 1, par 4, 531. But you guys can see the new drip on the back. We got the mellow shirt, the white with the rose gold mellow on the back and on the chest. But yeah, going with my Andrew Presnell Force, Force. Pretty stable. But yeah, just keep it in the fairway. Zone upshot, just keep it in the fairway. That's how you play a par 4. You can tell we're at Indian Camp Creek, and you can see all this tall grass on the side that line the fairway. Everything is out of bounds in there. If you see the orange flags out there, that denotes out of bounds. So that's gonna be a big factor for today. But birdie to start the day off. Back down to 10 under or 10 over for the tournament, and going on to hole 2, 444 feet, par 4, and it is windy. And I got a good wind read from my card mate, also a lefty, shout out, but I just didn't trust myself to throw it out wide. And honestly, probably the better miss, because if I didn't make it back in bounds, if I shoot it wide, I don't think I would have been able to get all the distance, basically. So I basically took that lie from right around where it went out. But yeah, pitching up for the 3. This is for the par save right here. Just inside the circle, got a little straddle guy. First real tester, I guess, just because it's a par save. So just really want to knock this down, keep it even, or keep it one down for the day, but just low with the straddle. So honestly, first putt, not too bad. Just trying to miss high is probably the miss to go, but yeah, back to 11 over. But hole 3, 501, par 4. Same force in hand, same thing off the first 3 tees, and we have a right to left on this one, and it kind of turns into a headwind, so it does flip up my force, and I end up paying the price. And this is like a bad miss, really. I lose all the distance basically, so I never really cross back. So, but got the PD2 Skystone in hand, and I just sky this guy, but not a bad shot. It's inbound, so, but here's the par throw. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try to say save, because in my head I'm not even trying to go for it. Like, I'm just trying to get my bogey and leave, which, I mean, kind of frustrating, but you know, going out of bounds and saving the bogey, not bad. But yeah, I mean, you gotta kind of have to do what you gotta do, but just getting through the round. So hole 4, 739, par 5, and I'm trying to go down the middle, and I immediately early, I know it's out of bounds, right? But again, with the right miss, you kind of get a good amount of distance. But then I got the cigar in hand, and I try to do a little force, like slight ante, but then I put too much ante because I got scared, and then I hit this tree. But I forgot to get this upshot. Typical. Wouldn't be a TheFrizzGod video without me missing an upshot. But we throw the zone, and I get a little nice skip, and I'm in the circle about 20 feet. Just a little straddle out behind this tree, and save the par. So honestly, not a bad score for that. 1 over through the first 4 holes. But yeah, hole 5, 336, par 3. Pretty straight, but it's kind of got a favorable for the right hand backhand. So I'm going my Firebird, and I just throw this guy up, and the wind just takes it. So yeah, we're out of bounds. I think that is 3, 4. Yeah, four holes that I've been out of bounds out of the first 5. Yeah, so just a little jump putt up for the bogey save. Yeah, 4. I didn't even realize that, but yeah, I mean, honestly, I knew that was kind of bad that I was going out of bounds every single hole so far. So I was like, we need to kind of lock in. But I mean, the thing is, everyone's going out of bounds at least some point. So it's just really how you kind of manage that, and keep your round going. But hole 6, 225. Got that forehand zone. I've been kind of feeling my forehands lately, if you guys couldn't tell. And honestly, I don't really practice the backhand on this hole, because it was kind of just a poke for me. But we actually get within 20 feet, so we capitalize on it. We get back to birdie, 1 over for the round. But hole 7, 201. Honestly, kind of weird that I decided to go for this like straight to any gap. There is a hyzer route, but I just didn't like it. I kind of felt a little more comfortable hitting this initial gap instead of going wide. And I actually basically go to the wrong position. Like, you can see off to the left, these logs, there's I think the C position. And so now we're just pitching up to the basket. There's no need to run this 60-footer on an elevated basket, but yeah, no intentions of running it, so keep it low, make sure the wind don't get it. Again, just remembering just to kind of hit high on the basket, just so it will drop down. So par, not too bad on hole 7. Hole 8 though, par 4, 468. This is just a placement shot for me, just the hex, and again, I just get too much ante on it, and the wind is a right to left, so it just carries it, and I get so lucky that all these trees catch it and just bring it right down. So pretty happy with this. Landed here before, so around this area actually, but I'm looking. You see these set of 3 trees in front of me. There's like 2 gaps I'm trying to think of, and I'm trying to hit the middle one, which is probably like better just for the so it hyzers out, but just trying to hit the gap. I barely hit off the first tree, and I kind of just turf it, so I didn't give it enough height. But we're out in the open, so yeah, here are these forehands coming in. Honestly, probably should have thrown the captain's raptor again, but throwing the zone, just trying to get this wide. This is probably something I need to work on, just working on the width control on both backhand and forehand. But yeah, I stumble a little, but yeah, we're right outside the circle for this par save. Yeah, so we are staring this guy down, and just a little low, but not too mad with it. But again, just kind of tough just taking a bogey. I feel like taking a bogey, just no OB strokes, is kind of crazy, because that's actually 5 throws. Like the first like 4 holes were completed in 4 throws, but just an OB stroke added. So hole 9, 228, forehand cloudstone. We push this guy straight, and we just play the skip, and we play that to perfection, and it rolls right into about 18 feet, I believe. No, that's 20. But yeah, so we got this little tester. This is just to kind of warm up the putt again. Not really, but just like heat check basically. So we make the birdie, back down to 1 over, and we are on hole 10, 204, par 3, just up the hill. Going with this pace, and just kind of working it right to left, just because the wind's kind of pushing left to right. So I kind of get this a little lower than I wanted to, but it does scoot up. And again, I'm at this 20-foot range, which I've been putting myself at a lot recently, these last 3 days. So definitely a good practice, I guess, for me. But we hit a little low, but we can get in there. So even through 10, probably the craziest way to get even through 10. I think that was 4 birdies and 4 bogeys. So yeah, last 8 to go. Hole 11, 375 downhill, MD3, and we just turf it. This is such an easy hole for me, but we just turf it. So now we got this upshot with the berg, and again, the width. That's probably the biggest thing for me, is getting the width right, especially in the wind, especially when there's OB. Like, not being scared of the OB. I guess that's was something I need to just be a little more confident in, being confidence with the disc I'm throwing, and just believing that it's going to do what I know it's going to do. So that just comes with a little more practice. But another bogey. So back to 1 over. But yeah, at this point, I'm seeing numbers that are really big. I'm seeing a lot of like 8 overs, 9 overs, and there are people that are playing behind me. But yeah, hole 12, 223. Throwing that ultra, and this is actually crazy because so this stake is like the corner of the out of bounds. So inside basically the square is out of bounds, but it's technically on the line. So I do get the benefit, and I'm basically right there. So make that birdie count. Yeah, honestly, really good. Just really lucky to get it where it was. If it was like even like not even like an inch further out, it would have been out of bounds. So, but hole 13, 200 feet, lefty's dream hole. Except for there's a bunch of trees in the way, so you really just like trying to get clean. Make it down to right outside circle edges, and you can see I knew that was bad at the hand. I was trying to work this Annie putt, straddle putt. Been loving that. So as soon as it left my hand, I knew it was hyzer, and it just didn't even have a chance. So I was really upset with that. But here, 20-footer, and I airball again. A little 3-putt on a 200-foot hole. After I get a really good break off the out of bounds. So back to 1 over for the round, 12 over for the tournament. But hole 14, 458. We're going with the Z nuke, and there's a headwind, and it just keeps it turning. And look, I'm so like, it's so close to not being out of bounds, but it was most definitely out of bounds. There's no line there. They gave us a string to kind of hold it from flag to flag, and that was definitely going to be out either way, so it wasn't even worth trying to, like, I just said, oh, I'm out, guys. So, but yeah, cap wrap into the green. A little better width, but I kind of get screwed over and hit a tree. What do you know? But yeah, so we're back at circle's edge, call it 40 feet. And this is another putt that it probably sticks in my mind. I'll probably have nightmares about this later tonight, about this putt. But just working on the stepper, and I just, like, right when I threw it, there was just like no contact between my fingers and the disc, and it just like I don't even throw it. It just falls out of my hand. So really upset with that, but I thought I could have made that, but it's whatever. 2 over for the round, hole 15, 300 feet. Back with the ultra, another lefty hole. You kind of just push this out straight and just have it finish. Honestly, I try to get a zoom in for you guys. I just couldn't find it. Like, the trees did not help. But yeah, again, 15 feet, 18 feet. Yeah, so I mean, to race that bogey. And of course, I know I missed it, guys. This is terrible. I don't know why I missed it. I missed it high. I think I'm not gonna make this excuse, but there was a wind gust. Not that was an excuse, but I did try to aim high, which is negating my miss. So I made another miss. But hole 16, 229, and this Firebird and the headwind just stay straight. So I go basically dead straight, and I am just out of bounds. So this is for the par save right here. I was debating whether or not to go with this berg throw or like a jump putt, but I didn't really like the wind for the jump putt, so decided to throw my berg. And look at this little sneaky guy. This is why I love having like a berg in the bag, because you can do stuff like that. You can just, a lot of times I've like had throw-ins with like a berg or the range. Like, it's kind of crazy. It's not that many, but like it's enough to like be like, you need to keep it in the bag. So that would have been a nice par save, but After going OB, I'm not mad going, getting a bogey. But yeah, hole 17, 270. At this point, I think I'm like tied 15th or something, and not a lot of people are in the clubhouse yet, if you want to say that. I think I was like the 7th card out, so there's still 24 people behind me, and they were all not doing the best. The conditions were crazy, so it was just a game of minimizing damage and just getting pars where you can, take a bogey when you could, but I just could not get a birdie, and that is the second hole in the last 3 that I've missed a birdie putt on. And yeah, so kind of just a little settling in, but hole 18, just trying to finish out the ultra 351 downhill, and the wind was kind of messing me up. But yeah, so I throw this guy straight of the, like, along the tall grass on the left, and I get a really favorable roll, and I am absolutely parked. So what a great way to end out the tournament. I finish 2 over for the round, 13 over for the tournament, and I finished tied 12. So coming from tied 41st to tied 12, really great. So I'll see you guys in the next one.